Hey y'all, it's Dr. Bahby Banks, CEO of Pillar Consulting, sharing our newest effort with you, Not a Host. I don't know about you, but over the course of this pandemic, not only have I been very tired, exhausted, frustrated, I've also been a little confused. There are a lot of different messages everywhere, social media, TV, radio, and even as someone trained in public health, epidemiology, understanding communities, I thought that was a lot of information for everyday people to understand. So I met with a couple of my friends and colleagues and said there has to be a way to package all of this prevention messaging, all these calls to action in a culturally relevant, engaging way. And that became Not a Host. This campaign consists of 4 foundational pillars. There's a lot we don't know about this virus. That's how science works. It's going to take time to people fully understanding how it works. We don't know that. But what we do know is that we don't want you to have it. And so you'll see a lot of prevention messages going around on the web, but the most fundamental ones are to wash your hands. Keep them clean. We tend to do this with our hands all of the time. Wear your mask. Make sure your nose, your mouth are both covered. You're not breathing on other people. And make sure that you're standing 6 feet away from other people. This is what we know lowers your risk of contracting COVID. So what do we mean by host? Great question. I want you to think of host in 2 different ways. One of them is the person that sends you the text, the email, the phone call that says, hey, come through, I'm putting some meat on the grill. Can y'all bring sides, bring ice, bring some drinks? That person is hosting an event. We all know that person. In fact, we might be that person. Either way, we love you. But just know that we are in the midst of a global pandemic, and if you can hold off on hosting events, we ask that you do that to lower not only your risk, but the risk of your loved ones. That's the host you probably know. This is the host you probably don't know. When scientists say that you can have the coronavirus or COVID-19 in your body and have no symptoms, or they say you're asymptomatic, that means you are hosting the virus, or scientists might call you a vector. That's the host you don't want to be either. So we're asking you to take those preventive measures to lower your risk and not be a host. You'll see that Not a Host spells an acronym, N.A.H. We say that all the time. Nah, I'm not coming through. Y'all handle that. Or nah, I'll see y'all in 2021. We also want to build a community to recognize, to celebrate, to honor the people who wake up every day and make sure that we have everything that we need. The gas in our gas tanks, the food in our pantries, the teachers teaching our children. We want to create a space in which you are able to celebrate people in your community, wherever you live. Your mom, your brother, your aunt, your neighbor, the community advocate, helping donate masks in the community. We'll highlight these individuals over the course of the year. The last part of the campaign is really creating opportunities for people to engage with one another, to share ideas about what you can do in the pandemic, because what we do know in the real world, whether you are a psychologist or an expert in public health or an expert in parenting, you know if you tell people not to do something, that you have to provide alternatives for that behavior. Right now, people are hearing a lot of don't, or can't. And that's very important because we need you to reduce your risk of contracting or spreading COVID. But we also want to provide a community in which we provide activities that say, hey, you can do this. And part of this campaign is called Keep It Right. If you live at home alone, think of creative ways to still engage with your friends and your family virtually. It's not going to be the same as happy hour. It's not going to be the same as game night, but it's enough, hopefully, engagement to get you through the pandemic. The second part is keep it simple. If you're at home with your immediate family or what the community of public health and medicine are calling pods, keep it simple. If you want to go for a walk, you can do that. Just make sure you're still socially distanced. Carry a mask with you just in case you come in contact with someone who's a little closer than they need to be. If you want to go fishing, go fishing. If you want to read a book, go read a book. So part of this community is to keep everyone engaged, to finding ways to make sure that we are all physically well, emotionally well, mentally well over the course of this pandemic.